Leroy, we just met.
We did.
I seen you around here a lot. So what brought you to ShutterFest?
I came to ShutterFest originally because I saw Sal on CreativeLive, and there was this conference here in St. Louis before this. It was called After Dark, and a guy named Paolo Jardot. We went to CreativeLive and we sat in on a guy named Kirk Botain's class, and he was talking about After Dark, After Dark, After Dark. So long story short, before I had enough money to get to After Dark, it ended. So I was like, man, missed opportunity. And then I remembered Sal, and I saw they had this thing called ShutterFest coming to St. Louis. So obviously the first year I didn't make it, but I came out, and I can't remember what year it was, but I came out and I was like, dude, this is crazy. So I started working on a portfolio, getting exposed to different things. And I remember like the first time I came, they had a parachute dress. Wow. And I was like, oh man, nobody's did a parachute dress in my town. So like I literally went back home, bought a parachute, found a seamstress in my city, and made the parachute dress. And I was like, oh, that one move paid for my whole trip.
Wow.
So
How did that come out?
it came out really good because the parachute dress is still in the studio, and it comes out like kind of Disney style. Like we're taking it out of the vault. The parachute dress.
I remember when that meant a thing when Disney took things out of their balls?
Yeah.
That was a cool thing. And then now we have it all readily available online. What kind of photography do you specialize in?
So I have two sides to my business. I have a portrait side, which is similar to what most people do for portraiture, high end, lots of touches. And, it's just luxury style. But I have another side that I spend most of my time on. It's my school and volume photography side of the business, and that kind of grew out of a necessity to. It was supposed to be marketing originally. Like at the time, I was like, babe, my wife Chelsea. I'm like, hey, I am like a 22-year-old guy. There's no way I can go to the mall and ask girls, how old are you? Are you 18? Are you a senior? Like, so I was like, I can't do that. So I said, hey, how about we start doing like sports teams? So we started doing sports team photography. And I was like, look, if we just hang out with these seniors and take their pictures, then they'll know we're in the market to do their senior pictures. So that's kind of how I got into the volume world. And obviously, whatever part of your business starts taking off the fastest, that's the one you want to feed.
Right.
And we started to notice there's exponential growth. Like nobody wants to do the work that we're doing. 10 years ago, nobody wanted to be a school photographer or a volume photographer. It's just getting hot. And that's kind of how we ended up in there.
You're ahead of it because of the fact that in the last couple of years with automation, with going from paper to digital, it's been such a drastic change in the volume game. I do volume headshots. I don't do schools, but I know a lot of people that do, and that is a whole different beast. The even within the politics of trying to get a bid for one of the schools, I had no idea how intricate that whole process is.
It's a dance. It is a dance.
How do you go about this dance?
I kind of like to take the approach of if you are wanting to photograph a school, you just take what you can get at first. If it's just the chess club, you do the chess club and you serve that chess club like they're the Los Angeles Lakers. You produce a quality product. Those moms will tell somebody else. And then maybe the next year you get a chess team across the street or down the road, or maybe they give you a basketball team. I just nurture that school or nurture it until eventually they say, hey, we kind of would like you to do everything. And that's kind of how I built the business around just doing one thing really well for one person and serving them extremely well, finding all their pain points and alleviate them, and then repeat.
That's the first time I've ever heard someone character to be like that in terms of schools, because they'll say, put this, do that, do this. But I never thought about it as take whatever they give you and roll with it, because you never know what comes from it, because it's your opportunity, right? It's like the whole thing of like, I can make a cake. You can say you can make a cake all you want, but until you tell them, here, take a bite, they're not going to know what kind of work you put out. And that's really cool, man. I hope make a little short out of that thing.
Yeah, dude, like literally last year or the year before, no, last year, I photographed the school. I did their sports, and there were some sports that only have 3 players. And I'm literally driving out there to photograph 3 players on the esports team, but I'm serving them like they're the best esports team in the world, And then the next year, the principal talks to the AD, and she's like, hey, can he do everything? So a big contract falls in my lap. This is a 7-digit, it's over 10 grand. So we're gonna make
It's a big commitment.
it's a big commitment that's gonna bring revenue into the studio. And we're like, yes, we like this client. We want this client. We want to keep this client. So now we're doing pretty much everything for them.
So after now talking about your work and everything else and bringing it to Shutter, what has been one thing that I guess this year you've taken as a little nugget from ShutterFest of information or knowledge process or whatever it might be?
This ShutterFest was very different for me this year. Like since I've been to, I don't know if this is my like fourth, fifth, or sixth one. I can't remember. They're all blending in. But this year I've came so much. I wanted to be more of a person to operate from a serve type of position instead of a what can I get out of this? What can I get out of this? Because I feel like some of us people who've been here a while, it's time for us to start giving back. And giving back's not always being on a banner. Sometimes it's just being in the hallway, helping people with micro problems and stuff like that. So I found myself having a lot of opportunities just to visit with people and just try to pour in them as much as I could on a more intimate level.
No, that's great. Giving back after, I think we all need to give back one way or the other, because whether it's, hallway, I get questions here like, what is this? What is that? We all have a choice. We have a choice to shut off or extend out, tell people, give a little bit of information, because what may be normal or common to you could be altering someone's entire business by just knowing that one single thing.
Yeah.
This party is starting to come. What is going on?
I think Juvenile is on right now. Everybody's going back to 99 into 2000.
That's what it is. See, I can't really hear it all that well, so it'll all be cleaned out, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay, yeah.
So for your business, what are you hoping to accomplish by the end of the year? What's your goal?
I mean, for us, I wish I could say I had goals, but I kind of just use the same mantra, right? If I keep sowing these seeds and I keep putting in the work,
Right.
then it's gonna harvest. I don't know how much it's gonna harvest, but I feel like if I keep doing the right moves and doing good work, it'll come back.
It just falls into the right place and takes you where you need to go.
Yeah, because I started to realize like every time I obviously there's certain metrics that we have to hit, certain numbers we have to hit to stay operational, but anything above that is just a blessing, right?
Right.
And so I always say, hey guys, we need to at least make this so we can stay in business. But anything over that is just from our hustle and our grind and our grit. So you just do that. So I can say short answer is just serve more people.
Yeah. And just go with the ride, man. Just go wherever it goes. Leroy, I don't think I asked your last name. I don't know your last name.
Oh, my last name's Tademy.
Okay.
Like Academy, except Tademy.
Tademy.
Yeah.
Leroy Tademy. How do people find you online?
So I'm on Instagram, Tademy Photography. That's my business. And then I'm also Photo, PHOTO, Leroy T. That's my personal Instagram. That's usually where I hang out the most. We have profiles on all of the channels, but Instagram and Facebook is where we would normally hang out.
Good deal. Good deal. Leroy, it's great, man. I'm glad you hopped on this weird experiment I'm doing of just talking to random people.
Man, I think it's good. I think it's something that you should keep doing because you're really good at it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it, buddy. It's great meeting you. And now that I know you, like with everybody else that I come to talk, I end up just catching up with people. So if we talk on social media, don't be surprised if you get voice notes from me, because that's my bang. I don't like to type, man. I don't have time.
I'm down with it, bro.
Good deal.
I have a friend, he's a rapper, and I did his photos.
Yeah.
And every time he sends me a message, it's voice. It's like, hey, it just works better for me this way if I just speak it out.
I'm always driving. So like for me, it's like I'm not going to text and drive, and I just rather report. I think it just connects a little bit better. So don't be surprised.
And it kind of makes sense of what you do.
I come to realize this. It's easier for me. So it's less work. But Leroy, man, thank you again.
Thank you, bro.
Have a good night, man. I'll see you around. At some point, I'll end this and join. But this is too much fun to pass out. I'm going to see who else I can talk to.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.